Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Aces and Adventures. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $20. It is 25% off until April 24th, 2023. So if you like what you see here, you can get the game for around $15. Now this is not going to be a review. This is more of a first impressions video. I just completed a run, well, almost did. And I just wanted to quickly share my thoughts about it. So this is a card battler game that is kind of like Slay the Spire and other roguelikes in the sense that you're going to be moving from one encounter to another. But in this game, you've got a hand of cards, but you're going to be playing actual playing cards, like the Two of Clubs, the Three of Spades, the King of Hearts, and depending on the abilities that your character can get, you'll be trying to chain some of these together. At least that's the typical gameplay flow. It's worth mentioning, like I said, first impressions haven't gotten too far. I just wanted to show it off. I'm going to be very busy the next couple of days, so I don't know when I'll come back to this. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Now, I got to say, this is not a helpful main menu. You can click on this middle one to advance your story. And if I click to the right here, there we go. I click to the right and it says available level ups. And then this, I picked up 3 cards. And then there's this tree. Warrior. Insufficient mana to grow a new leaf. Not a very helpful screen. Yes, there is a help section. If you hit escape, you go to help. Here's the help that you get. 2 screens that say what the different card types are and what the different hands can be. Then screen number 2, stats, how many cards does the enemy draw on attack or defense, combat tips. This is it. There's nothing here to tell me, what am I unlocking? Why? What's the purpose of this to the right? It's probably an unlock section. I get that. I did earn some passive benefits for even failing the first story mission. That being said, like, it doesn't go into too much in, like, explaining what's going on. Like, the user interface and the user friendliness of this is just not here. Options menu real quick. Screen resolution, quality. The game is gorgeous, by the way. It's really good. I did turn off a lot of this stuff to prevent it from lagging. It has lagged for me a little bit here. But yeah, that's the options menu there. Nothing too grandiose. Audio sliders there. Game settings here. As far as I can tell, there's no way to adjust difficulty, but again, just started playing. From my understanding, I think once you get past the first story area, you do get the ability to possibly adjust your difficulty, but yeah, that's it. There's playing card decks default and traditional, so you can mess around with that if you want to. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try this adventure again, and I'll just show you the ropes, and you can make your own decisions from there. So from here, I can choose a character. There's Magnor, but there's also a rogue, a mage, a hunter, enchantress. Okay, and I don't know if there's more than that, but that's what's here. I have to click on this one.
Always up for an adventure.
And I get my starter deck. Alright, cards will shuffle.
The first breath of fall fills your lungs.
Okay, so this is the narrator. They will explain what's going on. It's a story.
Who are you?
Okay, so here's what's going on. The game will flop between an attack and a defense phase. Right now, I am attacking. Okay, I can click end turn to the left of my character in order to end my turn. On the very bottom right, it says 1 attack remaining. What I do like is that if I hover over the enemy, it recommends cards to play. Now, damage is calculated as follows. If you play 1 card and win, you will get 1 damage. If you play 2 cards and win in your hand, then you do 2 damage. And so on, and so on. Okay. In fact, if you go back to the help screen, it kind of overviews some of that for you. 1 of a kind, 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind, straight, full house, all that good stuff. So that's that. And then it also calculates, like, how do you win in combat? Well, you have to play an equal number of cards that your opponent played. So if your opponent attacked with one card, you defend with one card. So you're trying to beat the hand that they played with an equal number of cards is how that typically plays out. And we'll demonstrate that now. So right now it's saying I could play this pair of 10s on this Pilgrim and do 2 damage. What does the card mean and what does it all look like? Well, the red 4 underneath that card is its health. The attack value is that sword icon at 1. The health is, well, this is the same value here. And then the shield is 2. Now, the way that works is he will draw a number of cards for defense based on his defense minus my attack. In this case, it's going to be 1. One thing that wasn't clear to me was that when I hover my mouse over the card, it auto-calculates that for you. That's what that little... That's why the shield went from 2 to 1. 2 to 1. It's telling me that it's going to draw 1 card for defense. I wish I had known that. Like, I was sitting there trying to figure out, well, wait a minute, why is the... I'm looking at this 1 going, wait a minute. If it has 1 defense and I've got 1 attack, it shouldn't draw any cards, right? Right? And I'm like, well, wait, how is it drawing cards now? Well, it auto-calculates that for you whenever you hover your mouse over the enemy character. Again, this is stuff that the tutorial and the... I mean, yeah, they kind of explain it, but they don't go over the iconography and why the cards are changing values. But I'm going to go ahead and play these 10s and confirm my attack. Now, he's got to play 2 cards, which he can. And I just murder him, basically. 2 damage, and I'll have to end my turn.
I must stay the path.
Alright, so he has now played a 4 of hearts. So all I need to do is play 1 card that betters that 4 of hearts. So I'm going to play the 6. Now, the nice thing is, if my hand is better, even on defense, I do damage to him instead. And that's represented by that little 1 there. Above, well, on his card, really. Alright. Now I get to attack again. I've got some abilities, Whirlwind. Some of these are just automatic and you just do automatic damage. Some you actually have to pay for. Some cards have a cost associated with them, but I'm not going to worry about that. I've got 2 jacks. I'll just destroy him. I mean, fine. Confirm. He's got a queen, which, you know, again, he only draws 1 card, so we really can't do anything about that. Again, the story, the narrator does his thing. On occasion, you'll level up and get new cards. I will select a hero ability, redraw a card instead of attacking. This is something I can always do, but typically I think I have to pay for it. Upper left-hand corner, you can see that it says pay any card to do, and give up your attack in order to just redraw. So if you don't have a good attacking hand, you can just redraw. Give up a card to draw a card is what that comes out to be. Now this fox has a defense of 4, so when I attack it, it's going to draw 3 cards and attempt to get a better hand than me. I'm going to go ahead and play the 2 4s there. He needs 2 of a kind better than 4s in order to hit me. He did not get it. He got a queen and a 2, so I hit him for 2. And again, the damage is the number of cards I actually played, buffed by other things. You can actually right-click on your character. Again, there's no tooltip telling you this, but you're able to see, like, your traits. Like Iron Blood and Spike Shield. These are things that I can get over time, but I don't have right now, as far as I can tell. Like, if there were a trait, it would appear on the right-hand side over here to the right above my head, but there's nothing there right now. Okay, so I'm going to, I think, end my turn. I'm now going to defend. He's playing a pair of 9s on me. I'm going to play my pair of kings to best his pair of 9s, and that will do 2 damage to him and kill him. Alright, we move on with the story. And I can choose a level 1 trait. Level 3 and level 15 are lock. Suffer -1 attack damage per heart in your defense hand. Okay.
A strange smell guides you.
Again, skipping dialogue for the sake of the video. Alright, so I got some nastiness here. Grapple shield. Deal 1 damage to an enemy if the target is at full health, gain 1 shield. I can pay, it looks like a diamond or heart to do that. Sure, why not? We'll just do that. Fine. And I gain a shield in the process. Shields are what you expect from a roguelike, where if you take damage, it blocks it. Now here's the thing. I need something that, like, I could play 2 queens. I guess I could do that. I could play 2 pair, but I don't see the point of doing that either. 1 attack to all enemies. I think that's also good. Alright, I'm going to play 2 queens on the center one. And just end my attack. Alright, 6 and a 2. Can't do anything there. I gotta end my turn. I have no attacks remaining. Alright, he's got a queen. I cannot stop that. I don't have a queen. However, I do have Intimidate. Remove a card from the enemy's attack hand. The only downside of this is, even if I remove his queen, he plays it to 10 and I still can't block it, so I'm just going to take a damage. But I have that shield. So I think I'm just... What I could do... let's do Whirlwind real quick. I can't. It has to be on my turn. I'm going to get rid of this too, just to trash it. Yep, just do that. Fine. That Iron Blood, because I had a heart in my defensive hand, actually blocked me from taking that shield damage, which was nice. Now this Vile Cauldron will attack with an 8 of diamonds. I'll just play my 9 and do that. My 9 beats his 8. And now I've got Whirlwind. I'll just... 1 damage each. Done. More narration. I will take... level up. Sure. Okay, level 2 trait. Deal 1 damage to an attacker for each spade in your defense hand. When an enemy damages your shields, it takes equal damage. I'll take that.
Should you survive, but be warned.
A white tree.
Alright. They get harder. Whetstone. Wild one of your cards into a spade until the end of the turn. Only useful for a flush, I would think, unless I'm using that 1 spike shield ability. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. If the target is at full health, gain a shield. I'm going to pay that 8, I think. No, I don't want the 5. I want the 8. There, and I'm going to play it. I have to play it on guard here, I think. Gain that shield. I'm going to play these 2 5s. He's going to draw 4 cards, so he may block this. We'll see. I forgot to confirm that. My bad. Okay, well, King, again, click on the enemy. I wish there was a confirmation. I've got an ace to block that, so that's fine. We'll hit confirm. And he's got a king. The Lantern Fox has a king. What I could do is I can intimidate. I also have that spiked shield. If I play a spade, that blocks the damage. So I think, yeah, I'm going to play that on the fox. There. He took damage because of my spiked shield, which was good. Okay. Let's see. I am going to play 3 5s. Good luck defending that. He'll die from this probably. Yeah, he couldn't do anything. And now the Lantern Fox. Well, I have to end my turn. No attacks left. He's playing 2 10s. Well, I am going to... If I intimidate... I can intimidate twice, actually. So let's do that. And now he's going to play 2 7s. I'm going to intimidate again and get rid of that 7. And now his highest card is a 10. Mine is a queen, so... Done. Alright. I will just play the king. Iron Blood. Suffer -1 attack per heart in your defense hand. This is all defense bonuses. I could just play the king. I could turn this into a spade. Again, these are more for defense. Alright, I'll just play the king and hope for the best here. Maybe he won't draw a king or an ace. If it ties, then no damage.
A strange man leads.
Alright. The Merchant. In order to get armor, I have to discard 3 abilities. If I want the weapon, I have to discard 2. I like defense, so let's get rid of that one. That's going to hurt, but fine. I know I have another intimidation in there somewhere. Do I want to discard 2 abilities? I can't.
Path to abandon.
Okay.
This wall represents the unknown. Was the witch able... The other road curved...
Okay, so now I can choose to go in a particular direction. I think I'll stop it here. Again, first impressions. I like the game, I really do. I like the idea of a card-based battler. I like the idea of poker hands. Fine. My biggest issue is lack of key information in certain UI places. That's my biggest problem. Like, I would love to Like, I want to zoom in on these cards or something, but I can't seem to do that. Like, if I right-click, it brings up my traits. I want to, like, zoom in on these cards, and I don't know how to do that. Like, I didn't want to lock that in. I'm just trying to... Okay. I wouldn't want to do any of that. I was trying to actually, like, zoom in on the bear so I can see more. But so it goes. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. My issue with it, like I said, is just lack of information. UI is not all that user-friendly. For the people that can't see very well, trying to zoom in and read stuff is a chore to do. I mean, in Tabletop Simulator, you can hold an Alt and bring the card into your face if you want to, and use the mouse. Why couldn't you do something like that here, is my point. And then in the main menu, like, with that whole screen to the right with the unlock system, explain what it is. Explain what it is. So it's not a bad game. I do recommend it. Just be warned that there's a learning curve here, not because the game is hard to play, but because the game doesn't give you the information that you need to reason certain things out easily. Anyway, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Take care.